All right, let's do a quick little video update. It started raining. I'm hoping it clears out and that comes through, but I was able to get the gate out of the way. So now the next step is to see if I can get the car in through here without any issues. Probably just gonna feel out the ground a little bit more just to make sure there's no no twigs or sticks or branches sticking up out of the ground that could hit one of my tires, or really sharp rocks, because a lot of this stuff is really thick. Can't really see underneath the grass. And then clear out that, and then I was starting to work on that big bush over there with the machete, but then it started to rain. As you can see, we got a nice overcast over the mountains. So I think I'm gonna wait for about 10 minutes. If it rains longer than 10 minutes, I got some other work I can do in town, and then maybe I'll come back up tomorrow morning. So just wanted to take a walk. It's still looks like it's gonna rain, so I didn't know if I wanted to bust out the tools just yet in case it's gonna start pouring on me again. It just feels like it's gonna drop any second again, but I figured I'd take a little walk through what I've done so far, and yeah, just kind of take it all in. So this is the next little step here. Let's clear out all this so I can bring the car through. I'm really excited to just be able to bring the vehicle in. And again, it's a slow process. It's just me. So trying to get comfortable with that trimmer I bought. Make sure I'm using it properly. Make sure I don't mess it up too. But yeah, check out the view. Beautiful. That's what it's all about at the moment. But there is another really great view. It's on top of this. So up here there's a flat plain, and my land extends up on there too. That's where I remember a lot of the cows used to hang out. We used to have goats and all sorts of stuff. And there's a way up here. So this is the main connecting path through most of the lots on the land. And here comes the rain. It's gonna be nice when I have my own little shelter out here and I can just sit here, listen to the rain. I'll set up a little hammock spot, random washer here. So you can see I've cleared up all the way up to here. And it looks like they left some windows there that they used for the shipping container. Some of y'all that know my situation, I had some people living on the land, unauthorized to basically, and they had a shipping container home here. So I guess they had to come with a crane and move it out. So this is kind of where everything was set up. And it was a nice little setup too. I mean, look at this view. So, and all of this right there is flat. So at the moment, my mind is thinking to start thinking about what to open up and clear here, establish as a flat ground. I might take down that dead tree. And the good thing is I am protected here with this little back hill, which is kind of nice. So I'd clean all of this up too. But yeah, so I'm thinking here maybe like a nice storage shed where all my tools are. Maybe in here, kind of clean this out since it kind of slopes. I can maybe drain water down into that path. And then this is all elevated here for me to start to build where I'm going to stay. I envision a garden over there overlooking the mountain. And then the land also extends back into that dark area over there where there's a beautiful, beautiful flat spot in there, but it's just like covered with trees. Let's see if I can get up here. So this would have to be turned into some sort of driveway, because all of this is kind of like loose rock. I don't even know what kind of rock this is. Just come up here and look, see, there's another trail to open up. that's something else to explore and clean out. We're gonna continue up here. All right, so this is the other flat spot here. I think most of this is mine as well. So this is a nice flat area where I can either extend the living quarters up here. I don't know, there's a lot of ideas for this upper flat spot here, but it's beautiful because you have that entire view over there. And then if I was able to take these trees down, I don't know if you can see it, but beyond these trees you can actually see into the towns back there. Maybe you can kind of see it, but you can see into the towns back there, and on a clear day you can even see the ocean. And actually I can kind of see it from here, but it's hard to see with the camera. So let's go up here. All right, so this got a little wild up here too, so I'm gonna have to clear all of this out. I'm not gonna go all the way up there, but this is another path to clear out. And my grandpa used to grow coffee throughout all of this stuff. And then at the top there was a huge mango tree and these huge rocks that we used to just like hang out on. One of them was shaped like a, was actually shaped kind of like a chair, like a recliner. And so we used to sit in that little, on that rock and have lunch, some coffee, some crackers. And so just to honor them, I buried their ashes up there by those rocks. So I'll talk more about that at some point once all of this is cleared out and cleaned. But yeah, this is the part that I'm most excited for, is kind of opening all of this up to see what is accessible or can be accessible. I love what's in there. I'm really excited to open up that path and show people what's back in there. That's probably another, like, you can do all sorts of stuff back there, like a hidden garden, possibly maybe like an Airbnb or something that's just completely secluded. You just make this path here for whoever wants to go and stay in that lot over there, and they can basically either be by themselves the whole time, or if they want to come out here and just kind of hang out, maybe I'll have like a little public community place up there where we cook and grill and people can share time together and just really enjoy this calm, tranquil experience. Anyway, just wanted to share that with y'all. Okay, one thing to note of is to consider, so I actually have, they left these strong concrete pillars here. I'll measure the distance between them. There's 4 of them. There's one back there too, and there's one back there. And that looks like a pretty awesome space to kind of have an elevated deck or platform there, and then put something on top of here. So another idea. Okay, so I opened up a bit of a path so my car can get up closer to where I'm gonna first get established, where I am talking about home base. Just basically gonna be the starter point. Let me show you. You may have seen this from the other video, but this is where they had a shipping container here before when I had some squatters on the land. And yeah, so this is where I'll probably clean up and set up a little bit of and set up a nice flat little spot. What I was looking at is, so here's the trail coming in. I do want the trail to continue going so I can drive that way, and at the same time also be able to drive up there. In my other video you might have seen that I think I want to start gardening somewhere out there and also create some compost. And what I'm trying to find now is a nice little fire pit area. So at first I was thinking right here, because this is already rocks and it's a little bit out the way. It can be kind of close to where I stay. but it's just a little bit close to the trail, but I can probably just drive right by it, no issue. Or I can bring it a little bit more over in this area and clear that out, and then you almost have like a little campfire spot that you can kind of clear out and put wood there as needed, and it's a little bit out of the way. Also, if the fire is to be made a little bit bigger, it can probably be that's probably a better space to build there. So who knows, I might start at one area and then move it to the other. I'll keep you posted. I forgot to add, so what my next objective is now is there's all these sporadic cinder blocks around. I'm gonna go ahead and start to pile them up somewhere, and I'm gonna probably consider using those to make the fireplace, because I do want to maybe have somewhere where I can burn all of that brush and start having a little fireplace. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to start cooking off of that. Looking forward to it. Fun stuff. Not sure if you're going to be able to see them, but we do have black widow egg sacs in here. There's a black widow protecting that one over there. Ooh, freaking hate spiders, man. And then, oop, there's a pretty one right there, as you can see, protecting their eggs. So I got to be careful lifting up these cinder blocks, because you never know what's inside of them. Oh, there's another one right there. Ooh, these black widows love these old cinder blocks. Wow. I ain't no Puerto Rican Steve Irwin, but this is why you want to be careful the way you lift your blocks and wear gloves. This one's a half open block that was face down like that, and already 2 black widows just chilling there. Almost every single one of these that have a hole in them have had a black widow with an egg in there. I've never seen so many before. Got to be very careful, because I've never been bitten by one, nor do I want to, but I heard it's not good. Crikey. That, my friend, looks like some snake skin. So definitely evidence of snakes out here. Not really ones I need to be super concerned about. There are videos of people that release massive pythons and boas. That's probably way in that jungle that will eventually be trekked someday. Maybe as I keep going through these encounters, they won't increase my heart rate as much. But yeah, just all sorts of critters out here already. So this is the first flat spot that I cleared up to. So this is probably where I will be starting things. There's kind of a hill up there that leads up to a higher area. That's all part of the land. And then here is where those girls had that shipping container. That is where I came in from. And then this is the view of the mountain. So I'm thinking about maybe starting a garden or something right over there.